Hey man, true or false? You actually think you're quite okay looking and a good catch as a partner, but the girls just don't seem to realize that. True or false? You end up more often in the friend zone than you actually want to. And true or false? You're frustrated because you want more sex and love in your life and you think you deserve it, but you can't figure out what you're doing wrong with the opposite sex. Hey, I am Benjamin, and I was at the same point where you are right now. My story actually started already when I was a young adult. I was never really that attractive man, boy. I was actually, yeah, pretty ugly. Like my teeth have always been that big. Acne, yeah, crook nose. Like, not a good start. So I was usually acting under the radar of girls. They wouldn't even notice me. And I was quite fine with that because talking to girls scared me like hell. But girls became more and more interesting to me. I wanted to have sex and love in my life. And when I managed to talk to them finally, it usually only went up to friendship, nothing more. Frustration over the years turned to desperation. I was looking so much for help, and I thought I found it in the pickup artist community. Pickup artists that make it a sport or even a science to talk as many women into bed as they can. Yeah, well, and I followed their advice. I read books of mystery or Neil Strauss, you name them, I read them all. And I followed their advice. I did weird stuff like the peacocking, dressing up like stupid, or trying to demonstrate higher value by insulting girls a little bit. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I had some sort of success. I started to have a couple of girlfriends, but to be very honest, the relationships with them made me sick. I would look in the mirror back then and feel disgusted. Pickup methods and conversation techniques only work for a certain kind of clientele, only for a certain kind of women. And the real high-class women that I actually wanted still wouldn't give me a second look. I was still not attractive to them. And it wasn't until that one moment when one coach entered my life and who told me, man, it's not about your techniques. It's about the man that's standing behind the words he says, which is most attractive to really high-class women. I followed his advice. I worked on myself. I worked on my personality, on my social skills. And gradually, after days, weeks, months, I noticed that high-class women would more and more turn their heads after me. I would become more and more attractive to them. And 6 months, only 6 months afterwards, I had the greatest success in my love life so far. I was ready to welcome a woman into my life that was different from any woman I have ever met before. She's smart, she's funny, she drives me crazy, and she fits so well to me. And I was ready to attract her into my life and to keep her there. We're happily together ever since. Today, I'm helping men to reach the same sort of happiness and the same sort of success in their love lives. I've published a book on Amazon, How to Make Her Want You. And I also publish this video course for free on how to become a more attractive man to high-class women, because I know how much it hurts deep inside when you obviously are doing something wrong with the opposite sex and you can't figure out what it is. This is not a typical course on pickup methods or how to get 1,000 women into bed. No, there are other teachers who help you with that empty-hearted goal. My philosophy is different. I think that what most of us guys want ultimately, maybe not right now, but ultimately, is having a wife and kids. At first, of course, you want to have some fun with all the women around, but in the end, you want a partner you would love to spend your life with. And then also maybe found a family, who knows? And now, if you would focus only on pickup methods and conversation techniques in order to get it right with the opposite sex, it's like leaning your ladder on the wrong wall. You go up that ladder, you waste years of your life learning complicated scripts that others write for you. And what you find up there, maybe, is empty sex and empty relationships. Rather, lean your ladder on the right wall. You go up that ladder, you have as much fun with women as you wish, but with every step you take, you go towards that ultimate goal of a partner for life that is material to found a family with. Do you want to know the first 2 steps on this ladder? Then keep watching this course, because that's exactly what we're covering. At first, you will learn the differences between the male and the female brain and what women want in the end. And then in the second step, we're going to cover the 7 attractiveness boosters which you can implement already by today and see results within the next couple of days. I'm so happy that you're watching this video, because that shows me that you're somebody with substance, that you're somebody that strives for more in his love life than empty sex and empty relationships, and that you are willing to work for it. This course can help you to strive for more in your love life. But before we dive into it, I have one last word of caution for you. I'll see you in the next video.